that's why the promo, Andy, that you needed a screenshot? So I had to sit there in a mask? All right. Hey, everybody, it's Halloween. Boo! It's Monday the 31st. We got some pretty nice weather here in Great Falls. It's going to be looking like upper 50s, low, and I mean like low, maybe 60 to 62 today. Pretty nice yesterday. It's been windier than hell. We had no wind, Andy, for, part of October, and I was like, oh, so this is what fall's like. Remember, kids are going to be out tonight, so drive safely. I see on social media and the news, as I've seen, when I started trick-or-treating and hearing this, it was like 1965. And that is that the drug dealers are coming for your kids. This year, it's the cartels with their rainbow fentanyl are coming for your kids, and they're making edibles with fentanyl. It's fear-mongering. And I say that because we've done some serious research here at Pipewrench Podcast. And we've got some, since 1965, this has been a battling cry, fear-mongering by local police and the Drug Enforcement Agency. The FBI and the Department of Justice, however, say, hold on there. There's only been one instance in the last 60-plus years of collecting data where a child got drugs from trick-or-treating. And it turned out that that child's father gave it to him. That was in 1972 in Texas. That's it. Nothing else. I've heard that they were going to put acid, LSD in candy, ecstasy, heroin, cocaine. Now it's fentanyl. No drug dealer is going to give away their drugs to your children, nor are any drug user. Doesn't mean you can be lackadaisical and not be aware of what your children are bringing home from trick-or-treating. However, let's call fear-mongering what it is. It's been every year since 1965, they've made a big deal about Halloween. Acid, heroin, like I said, the list goes on. Not one incident. Not one. Quit fear-mongering. Kids, be safe tonight. Parents, keep an eye on your kids. If you're staying at home, you got two options: giving out candy and watching streaming services, which you know how I feel about. Screw Disney, they're teabaggers, and Hulu and Fubu and Hulu and all the other ones. Amazon Prime, and you have on-air television. Now, when I was growing up, on-air television was pretty goddamn cool. It really was. I remember, first of all, we had Channel 50 in Detroit, and that was a UHF. Andy, remember the UHF, the little square antenna that you would put on the back of your television, and then you could get Channel 50 in Detroit. And Channel 50, I would come home from school, first, second, third grade or whatever it was. I went to a public school because I went to school in Detroit, and watched Shock Theater. And after school, they would have the Three Stooges, the Marx Brothers, the Little Rascals, things like that. On the weekends, it would have shock theater. It'd be like scary movies at the time, like Creature from the Black Lagoon and The Bride of Frankenstein and, Dracula with Bela Lugosi and all that stuff. So Channel 50 was pretty cool. And then there was network TV. And growing up, there was some pretty, network TV was, there have been shows on network TV. Happy Days. Years and years and years it ran. MASH. Cosby was a staple on Thursday night. Yeah, the Cosby Cheers Punch. ER. I liked Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula and was disappointed that Sam never leaped home. Geez, remember, anybody old enough to remember the whole Dallas thing with JR and Bobby and, the Ewings and South Fork and all of that? Holy shit, that show, Friday nights. It was on Friday nights. And there ain't a soul I knew that went out on a Friday night before 9 o'clock because Dallas was on from 8 to 9. And the partying could wait, but Dallas couldn't. Who shot JR? We spent all summer talking about who shot JR. It was amazing. I was looking over the TV last night because it's Sunday night. I'm winding down, got to be here early. Looking for the week ahead, what's going on. Residents on, not on Tuesday this week. But, there's Halloween stuff on tonight. But I noticed something. I cut the cable a long time ago. And if there's something important on pay-for-view or cable, I'll figure out a way to get it. But I'm not going to pay a gazillion dollars for streaming and cable and what have you. What's on TV now? I was just talking about some pretty cool shows. Lost. The ending still just crazy. But still, there was some pretty cool shows on. And there's a few on now. However, I've noticed that what TV now is people watching other people screw up or compete against each other or backbite. What do I mean? I mean everything that's on TV. There's like Lego Master Wars going on or something. Yeah, they're building Legos. There's Storage Wars. There's The Bar Rescue. There's Ink Masters, Tattoo Guys. There's Mountain Men. There's Big Brother. There's the Cheaters. There's Survival. The Masked Singer. We don't know who it is and we don't give a fuck. There's Hell's Kitchen. There's The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. The people that are going to end up on Cheaters. It's reality TV ad freaking nauseum. I couldn't believe how much there was on TV on regular. As soon as I cut the cord, I was like, what the fucking Bachelor? When he's dating like 87 women that are like willing to like, hey, it just doesn't. Tonight Show, we used to have Johnny. Then David. Now, frankly, now it sucks. It's kind of how like Saturday Night Live went a turn. We used to have, Jane Curtin and Gilda Radner do. I like Rosanna. Oh, Dad. Lori Newman, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. Now we got. Is Chris Kattan still on Saturday night? No. How many? It's not funny anymore. It's not cutting edge anymore. And I just don't understand how people can watch this, well, they're gonna bid on some storage units And they're going to be backbiting about that. Then this guy's going to rescue a bar, bunch of fucking half-wit, staff, and a bunch of tattoo guys are going to, compete while the Lego people are building Legos. And the guy in the kitchen's yelling at everybody, he's just an abusive jerk. And that is entertainment. Now, no more Dallas. What's on that's good, Andy? What's on that's really good? I think Wednesdays there's the whole Chicago thing. Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Chicago Emergency, Chicago Lawyers, Chicago Street People, they should do just Chicago shootings. Jesus. See, businesses are leaving Chicago. Major businesses are leaving Chicago because of the violence. I thought my hometown of Detroit was bad. Holy, not even. Reality TV is that's where we were. At reality TV, it's still Big Brother. They're all backbiting. Survivor. Remember Fear Factor? Yes. Stick your dick in a box of spiders. Isn't that Joe Rogan? If I'm not, yeah. Go stand up on a, bungee pole, 9,000 yards in the sky with no bungee safety things. It was ridiculous, But it was just, they're dating, they're singing, they're cheating, they're building stuff, they're tearing shit down, they're cooking, they're cleaning, they're building houses, they're tearing houses down, they're doing dirty jobs, they're doing jobs above them, they're doing nothing, they're hillbillies that are famous. Reality TV. Of course, it all started, or I shouldn't say it all started, but the pinnacle of reality TV, of course, would be the Kardashians, the whole family. Their whole life's been a train wreck on TV for us to see. And Chris, the mom, is no stranger. No, she's a marketing genius. And who do you think leaked the Kim Kardashian sex tape? It started the whole sex tape thing. So now we have sex tapes. Everybody has done them. Every actress, every actor, what? No, I have not done. No. But everybody has. And that's what started it. That's what started to propel them. They're marketing geniuses. How people can sit around I don't even know when it's on, where it's at now, what's not TV, now it's streaming. But if you want to sit around and watch people just sitting around and talking and cooking, and that's what they do, and argue, and it's not fake, but it's reality, and reality TV to me is it's real, but it's fake, it's scripted. They already know who's going to win the storage unit. The bar's either going to rescue or not. Hell's Kitchen, they're either going to make the souffle and have some brunch. You motherfuckers better make brunch or you're getting out of Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, that's what it's like. I've watched some of this stuff. Let's build a Lego thing really cool, and someone will come and break it, bust it down. Well, the reality would then be showing the people that built the Lego thing kicking this guy's ass for breaking their stuff. If I'm doing a Lego thing at the mall or something for a fundraiser, and you come around and you break it, you bought it. But yeah, the Kardashians, are they good looking? Oh yeah. Do they market that? Oh, yeah. They know what they're doing. So, it's just, I looked Friday night. Where Dallas used to be on Friday night, we have now wrestling. WWF, WE, WWW dot whatever it is, Andy. Who the hell is still watching wrestling? I mean, really, it's fake fighting. You've got real fighting out there. People in MMA, Sugar Sean O'Malley just went, Peter Yan just fought. You got bare knuckle guys. You don't like MMA because they got gloves and they kick. They got bare knuckle guys. They just go out there and just bam, boom. Like, holy criminy. They're not messing around. It's like, you want to fight? We're going to fight. And they're watching wrestling. Just another reality TV, Andy. You're watching wrestling. It's not real. They're not doing flying slew peck flies. And guys are fighting. Guys out there are fighting on TV, kicking each other's ass. Hell, in Great Falls, how often is it? We go out to the fights and watch people fight. TV, pretty much, I don't know how I got on it, but reality TV, it's like it used to be cool TV, watching TV. You could sit down, relax after a day of work. Now everybody's like, we're having brunch. No, you're not, because the guys in the kitchen can't even fix it. Well, if the waitresses were cheating on everybody, well, you know, they met on The Bachelor and Bachelorette. Yeah, it's like, but can they dance? That's the fucking question. Friday night, Andy, Saturday night, I did watch something really good on TV. And as soon as I knew it was on, I missed the very beginning of it, and that is the Diane Sawyer interview with Matthew Perry. And if you don't know who Matthew Perry is, he was Chancellor Bing on Friends. And the interview went on to describe, and Matthew described his addiction, and Matthew is an addict, and that pretty much all the Friends you can see, you know, when he's heavy, he's drinking, when he's, you know, thinner, he was on pills, how the whole struggle, he's been in treatment 18 times, 14 surgeries, he's almost died. I mean, he's an addict and he's sober, and it was a compelling story, Andy, because of his fame and because of the people who tried to help and intervene. And it's like everybody on Friends, Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston, they all tried to help. And as someone who went through treatment quite a few times to get it right finally, and then chunked away I had, you know, quite a bit of time of sobriety and threw that away. And now I'm sober again. I have my medical card. It's legal. I don't drink. I don't do pills or anything. And Matthew, 125 at one time, he said. It's just a heartbreaking story because, you know, addiction is such a hot topic. It's a topic that divides people along the red and blue lines, and it does. You know, there's people that say it's an illness and it's a sickness, and there's other people that said, well, you know, you did it, and you know, once you started doing it, you can just stop. You know, as a former addict, it doesn't work like that. My gateway drug was alcohol in high school and kegers. I drank beer. And when I went to kegers, I ran into upperclassmen who had other things. So the gateway drug was social and alcohol. So I drank. Andy, I was drinking when I was probably 6th, 7th grade. I mean, actually, going out on the weekends with other 6th and 7th graders. Did my mom know? No. Was she a bad parent? No. I was just sneaky. Anybody I went to high school with or grade school with, hello, you drank with me. We drank together. We were smoking weed together. Did our parents know? No. Were we bad kids? No. We were just doing what everybody did. That's Matthew Perry. It's a natural progression. When he said his pain pills started when he hurt his back, and the doctor gave him a pain pill, and all of a sudden he's like, wow, this everything went away. Even physically and emotional pain is gone. And that's the road that addicts do. Was he strong enough to stop? No. When it gets you, it gets a hold of you. And if you're just sitting out there saying, "Oh, you just stop," you don't have a clue. You just don't. It's not. That's why there's treatment centers. That's why Matthew Perry went through it, treatment 18 times. I didn't go through it. There's people that watch my podcast. There's people that know me. I went to treatment. I don't know, 3, 4, 5 times before I got it right. So it's not a cure-all. Matthew explained that. He explained how it's baffling and you don't think other people know, and you think that it's just, I'm working and I'm fine and nobody knows that I'm drinking all the time and doing pills. And everybody knows. But it won't stop until you want to get help. So the Matthew Perry interview is on YouTube. I highly recommend it. It's not reality TV. We're talking about real people, not storage and survival and the bachelors and all that. This is real stuff. That's why I liked it. It's a good watch if you want to watch it. It's available on YouTube, and just look up the Diane Sawyer interviews. If you're still watching wrestling, you can look up MMA and bare knuckle fighting and watch real fighting instead. They're going to keep shoving this reality crap down our throats until we stop watching it. And I'm amazed at how many do. Oh, I can't help to wait home. I can't wait to get home. And the Bachelor is going to pick from 19,000 girls. How lame is that? But can he dance? That's the question. And who's behind that mask? And who really cares? Man, it's bad. Tell you what you could be watching tonight. You could be watching tonight in Philadelphia, Game 3 of the World Series. First 2 games were in Houston. Was it Saturday, Thursday and Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Andy? It was, because I know Saturday night I was trying to watch Michigan game in the World Series and another game all at the same time, and just ended up saying, hell, that I'm a Michigan fan. But World Series is tied 1-1. They're in Philadelphia tonight for Game 3. Verlander, I like Justin Verlander. I'm a Detroit fan. We drafted Justin first of all in the draft, in the baseball draft, and came up through, is it Toledo that he went through? And he's a Cy Young winner. He's good, double good in the season. Between Detroit Tigers and the Houston Astros. Is that right? It is, isn't it? He is 0-6. That's right. 0-6. The best pitcher in baseball can't win when the chips are down. No, so Andy just said, is he really the best pitcher in baseball? And that if you can't win when the chips are down, then maybe not. I mean, Peyton Manning's a good example in college. Did Peyton Manning ever win a national championship in college? I don't believe so. Did Peyton Manning ever beat Florida while he was in college? I don't believe so. And if you're going to win a national championship in Tennessee, you got to beat Florida. Justin, you're going to win a World Series, you got to beat Philadelphia. I don't know who it was when he was in Detroit, but he can't win. He cannot win the big game. He's too busy. Who's he married to? I'll think about it. He's too busy posing with her in bathroom selfies. Michigan State, Michigan, I just mentioned that Saturday night also. It's a slugfest for a while. After halftime, Michigan made the adjustments. What concerns me most is that they were getting in the red zone and settling for field goals, and that's not going to beat Ohio State. They ran again 200 some odd yards. Blake Corum had 2 more touchdowns. The big Michigan State story, though, is the fight in the tunnel last week, or a week before last, before the bye. We had Penn State. Oh, my God, the tunnel. And then last Saturday night, we had Michigan State. They're fighting in the tunnel. So the tunnel, it's both teams share. Then they go into different locker rooms. It's always been a problem. I'm surprised with all the remodeling and the millions and billions of dollars in boosters that they put in that stadium that they haven't fixed the problem. But anyway, with Michigan beat Michigan State, Paul Bunyan, of course, the trophy is home and where it belongs. And you know, it was a good weekend for sports. See what Kansas State did to Oklahoma State? My God. What was it called? Oklahoma State and Wake Forest were 9-10, and they both lost by just... Kansas State beat Oklahoma State by 48-0. So much for that 9th ranked in the nation. I was worried about Michigan game in the first quarter. Once they got a little rolling, McCarthy looked good. What happened? Putin? Putin's smirking the big reports. He had a big meeting. We can't go a week without talking about Vladimir. Come on. You know? We were talking about Vladimir just the other day over brunch and Eggs Benedict. What the hell is Eggs Benedict? Is it like eggs that are like not cool because like Benedict Arnold's the only other Benedict Andy I know? So he's having this meeting. He's talking about a new world order. Needs to, we need to get a new world order. The way things have been going since World War II isn't good. We need to stop this. They've actually talked about, not Putin himself, but his cronies, administrators, gophers, London and Berlin. So, and then he's asked about, and he smirks, like Boris and Natasha, Bullwinkle and Rocky. Don't boil like a pudding. Jeez. It's what? $1 billion. Powerball. Now, I don't usually spend money on Powerball because it's like insanity. It's like the odds of winning are just out there. What's the odds of winning? You're not winning. You have a better odds of getting struck by lightning, getting ran over by a cow by the way to the hospital, and then having the hospital be closed when you get there. Budget cuts, you know. But the doctors can sing and dance. So it's $1 billion. So I make an exception because my rationale is that, you know, someone's got to win it. Last time some guy won it in Illinois. And then there was the guy that won one in Florida. So somebody's winning them. It's like people say, well, nobody's ever going to win. Yeah, they are going to win. I don't buy them. But for $1 billion, $1 billion, it's a lot of money. I think I'd pack up the podcast and move it to somewhere nice. Like we take a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship. All right, I'll stop. $1 billion, get your Powerball ticket before the drawing tonight. Tonight is Halloween, so when you're out tonight, being careful and watching your kids, go get a Powerball ticket on your way home. Everybody could use $1 billion. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want $1 billion? You could not watch reality TV. You wouldn't give a damn who could dance, who could sing, who's behind the mask. You wouldn't care. You'd have $1 billion. And after taxes take about over half of it, you're still going to be pretty freaking rich. So, we got to hope that Putin is cool if you win it. Because my luck is you don't want me to win the Powerball, because if I won it, it'd be a nuclear, you know, I'd say, oh shit, I've got the winning Powerball! What the hell's that? That's my luck. So, my luck would rub off on everybody. So, be safe tonight. Andy, we're rolling. Andy says we are rolling out of here. So, Halloween night, be safe. Don't buy into the fear-mongering, okay? Make sure to check your kids' candy. Make sure they're bright, colorful. If the people don't have their lights on, don't knock on the door anyway. Okay? Remember, learn to duck and cover. Okay? In New York, you got to go inside. Go under some furniture. Anywhere else, just duck and cover. Or sit out on the deck. Remember to kiss your dog. Adopt, don't shop. Rescue. Empty the shelters. Spade and neuter. Again, kiss your dog. Buy your Powerball tonight. When, what is it, Andy? Tonight, $1 billion on the line tonight. So before the World Series, which is also tonight, wow, what a good night. We got the World Series, we got Halloween, and Powerball drawing. Wow, and Putin smirking. Kiss your dogs. Have a great Monday. We will see you next week. We are out of here.